Welcome to our professional safety training series on SPIC. This is Saifur Rahman Shan, your guide for today. We'll be focusing on hazard communication, often referred to as HAZCOM. Hazard communication is a critical component of workplace safety. It's designed to ensure that information about chemical hazards and associated protective measures is effectively communicated to all employees. So, let's dive into what HAZCOM entails and why it's important for you and your organization. HAZCOM, regulated by OSHA's Hazard Communication Standard, also known as 29 CFR 1910.1200, is often referred to as the Right to Know law. This regulation mandates that workers have the right to know the hazards and identities of the chemicals they are exposed to in the workplace. The key components of HAZCOM include 1. Chemical inventory, 2. Safety data sheets, also known as SDS, 3. Labeling, 4. Employee training, and 5. A written hazard communication program. Let's break down each component. Chemical inventory. This is a comprehensive list of all hazardous chemicals in the workplace. This inventory helps in identifying and managing the chemicals effectively. Safety data sheets, or SDS, provide detailed information about each hazardous chemical. They include details on properties, health and environmental hazards, protective measures, and safety precautions. Employers must ensure that SDS are readily accessible to all employees. Labeling is crucial. Containers of hazardous chemicals must be labeled with the identity of the chemical, appropriate hazard warnings, and the manufacturer's information. These labels should follow the Globally Harmonized System, or GHS, of classification and labeling of chemicals. Employee training is essential for ensuring that employees understand the hazards they are exposed to and know how to protect themselves. Training should cover the HAZCOM program, understanding labels and SDSs, and specific hazards in their work area. Written Hazard Communication Program. This document outlines how the elements of HAZCOM will be implemented in the workplace. It should detail the responsibilities of employers and employees, the methods of communicating hazards, and procedures for handling chemicals safely. Implementing HAZCOM in the workplace. Implementing HAZCOM effectively requires a systematic approach. Here's a step-by-step guide. Conduct a chemical inventory. Identify all hazardous chemicals present in the workplace. Update the inventory regularly to include new chemicals and remove discontinued ones. Obtain and review SDSs. Ensure you have an SDS for each chemical and review them for completeness and accuracy. SDSs should be easily accessible to all employees. Label all containers. Check that all containers are properly labeled according to GHS standards. This includes secondary containers and portable containers. Develop and maintain the written program. Draft a written HAZCOM program tailored to your workplace. Include procedures for labeling, SDS management, employee training, and non-routine tasks. Conduct employee training. Provide comprehensive training for all employees. Ensure they understand how to read labels and SDS, the hazards of the chemicals they work with, and the protective measures they should take. Review and update the program. Regularly review and update the HAZCOM program to ensure it remains effective and compliant with current regulations. Common challenges and best practices. While HAZCOM is straightforward in principle, there are common challenges that organizations face. Let's look at some of these and how to overcome them. Keeping the inventory up to date. Establish a routine process for updating the chemical inventory. Assign responsibility to a specific individual or team, ensuring employee understanding. Interactive training sessions rather than just lectures can enhance understanding. Consider quizzes or practical demonstrations to reinforce learning. Maintaining accessibility of SDS. Utilize electronic systems for SDS management, ensuring they are easily accessible to all employees at all times. Consistency in labeling. Implement a standardized labeling process across the organization. Regular audits can help maintain compliance. Hazard communication is vital for the safety and well-being of everyone in the workplace. By following the guidelines and best practices we've discussed today, you can create a safer environment for your employees. Remember, effective communication about hazards can prevent accidents and save lives. Thanks for tuning in to our professional safety training series. For more information about safety topics, like, share, and subscribe to our page SPIC. If we try together, we can build a safer workplace.